Go to getamazonnow.com and give a gift card.
Welcome to humanity. This is our one.
Whatever it takes, we got to say whatever it takes is what it took.
This is Brock Lesnar, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Yo, hi, this is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to listen to Fight Net Radio.
Me, Harvey Oswald, what's your name? I know how am I supposed to know you?
This is Frank Shamrock. You're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Hi, this is Nia, the Knockout St. John. You're listening to Fight Net Radio, and there's no way I would ever touch Lee.
This is Chuck Jackson the Dell.
I am Stephen Bonner, and you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Dan Henderson, you're listening to Fight Net Radio.
Everybody, welcome to Fight Net Radio, where Lee's burning every bridge there is out there. All right.
Hi, this is Manny Pacquiao. I'll fight anybody on FightNetRadio.com.
Whatever it takes, we got to say whatever it takes. All these truths for whatever it takes. This is how we show it. Whatever it takes. 'Cause we ain't got nothing to whatever it takes.
I am the king of the world. Hold it. Hold it. You're not that pretty. I'm a bad man. Wait. I took up the world.
To Fight Net Radio, where we're starting for the third straight time, as quickly as we humanly can. We'll probably get cut off. I'll have 3 starts to a show, all different. This might be the show that never ends. As you can tell from the title of the show, we will be talking about Mr. De La Hoya, his company, and his
Fall.
The fall of De La Hoya. Ooh, I like that name a lot. I do. But we did have boxing last night. My name's Lee Honish. That's Andrew Labouche. He's the passionate boxing writer, former amateur. I am the cynical, idealistic asshole. I'll say amateur, but really that's insulting to you. You and many other fighters.
Oh, stop.
It's true. I almost
if you get in the ring, you get in the ring. Period.
Yeah, okay. I here's the thing. I did a mock tournament yesterday getting ready for the Pan Am Games, and I got worked so bad that I wanted to quit. And my they use the word sensei. I don't know if that's correct in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but that's the word they use. Your professor, your coach, your trainer, your teacher, your, I guess, sensei. My guy. Right, Sammy Garcia. It's a Teixeira Garcia. He's a world champion. And I went to him at the end after 2 hours of basically getting the crap beat out of me. And I said, now is the time that I would like to quit. And he said to me, well, yeah, you could do that if you were a quitter. And I was thinking to myself, well, yeah, that's the point of quitting. That would make you a quitter. You see, my daughter got that joke too. I explained that to her on the way to I went from that and cursing the ground and every idea that I had about taking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to going and seeing Moana. Have you taken all the kids to Moana yet?
No.
What?
Oh, Lee, it is not easy. It is not easy. What, a 1 and a 3-year-old?
Up and drag them all out to the movies.
Yeah. Try to take them to a wrestling tournament on Thursday night, and they're all over the place. It was terrible.
You are the one with those kids.
Yep. One of them running right down the arena. The other one not listening, knowing damn well he better be listening, but isn't because he knows there's too many people for anything to happen. Yep, it was that type of night.
Got it. So I'm having, for those of you who are wondering, I've been having technical issues trying to record the show, and I just, my technical advisor / my better half. I don't know if she's my better. She's the other half, and she's better than what? She is the better half.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. She has the vagina, dude. She's holding it hostage. And send word. Next time you see me out on the street, anybody driving by, you see a shaved headed guy, run me over with a car. Okay. She has my dick. She's got my dick and my balls. They're hanging up on a shelf. I used to be a tough guy. Hey, Andrew was talking about this before. Like, I've got over 1 million views watching me as an amateur fighter. That's freaking ridiculous. That's the dumbest stat about my life ever. Okay. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know my balls anymore. I traded them in.
Did you watch the fights, Lee?
Yes, I did. I watched 30 different fights. I watched UFC. I watched PBC. I watched HBO. I watched Golden Boy. I even watched a little Bellator. And I'm still not done. I'll be watching more after we hang up this call. I still have another couple. I actually even watched CES on Access TV, which is some ghetto-y ass MMA out of Rhode Island. There is nothing better. This is going to make me sound really bad. And you're going to call me a racist after this, so get it ready, everybody listening. There is nothing better than watching dumbass white guys with bad tattoos beat the shit out of each other in some kind of hillbilly throwdown in Rhode Island called CES. It's on Access TV, and it's awesome. It's the bomb, okay? Boxing isn't even this good. I love boxing, but there is nothing better than watching white guys in low-level MMA in the middle of nowhere. I don't know what it is. Like, I almost want the white guys to brain each other and remove... Like, they should go to the death, because then it's one less white guy. Is this the part where you're going to interject that I'm white, Andrew?
Yep, that sure, yeah.
Does that make me a hater?
I don't know what it makes you.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So we'll start with HBO. Again, yes, this is our third take on recording this show. The technical staff, my better half, came in after talking to the people over at Verizon. I have Fios, man. I have T1 connection speed, and I can't keep it up. And more importantly, today is the Royal Rumble, Andrew. Nobody in your house watches pro wrestling. You can't get the kids into pro wrestling just for me.
They will. They will eventually. I mean, I like wrestling. I used to watch. I used to record Stone Cold, Lee. That was
Stone Cold. Yeah. Stone Cold.
Yep.
Who doesn't like Stone Cold? Everybody wants to flip off their boss and hit him with a stunner. All right, so we'll start with HBO. Berchelt Vargas. The end of the career of Francisco Vargas. It's the other Vargas. The other Vargas was actually in Las Vegas watching his other guy from Oxnard compete.
Santa Cruz. Leo.
Yep. Leo. Is it Leo or Leo?
Leo.
Yeah, they kept saying Leo. Like there was an L on the end. Go back and watch the telecast. They were saying it like there was an L at the end of Leo.
No, I think it's just Leo Santa Cruz.
Yeah. I do too. I don't think there, unless there's a I almost want to go to the Wikipedia page and check. I'm telling you, those guys said Leo all night. All right, but I digress. Fantasy Springs Casino, Golden Boy promotion. Francisco Vargas takes on this dude named Berchelt, who was a relative unknown going into the fight, beats the bloody tar out of Francisco Vargas. What the hell happened?
Nothing happened, Lee. It was just a changing of the guard, I think, last night. You had two fighters with similar styles, both good power punchers. One was 28, the other one was 32. The 28-year-old would not allow the 32-year-old to win that style of fight, and that's what we've seen. Francisco Vargas, you can now say he is on the downside of his career. At the end of 2015, he was in what many called was the fight of the year against Takeshi Miura, the guy who fought earlier. Takashi.
This is the third take, and you butchered that name all three takes. And it makes me so happy. Time. It does. It's been getting worse. You guys think I'm kidding, but it's gotten worse over three takes.
Takashi Miura. He was in the fight of the year, and since then he's had a draw with Orlando Salido, which many of us know is a journeyman in the division. He has over a dozen losses, so it's not like he was in his prime when he faced Vargas. And then after the draw, he now takes a TKO defeat. Last night, his face broke down again. That's been routine going in Vargas's fights, that he swells, he cuts. His defense is not good, Lee. Look, for Vargas to continue at 32 years of age in this sport, he is going to have to learn how to box. He can no longer fight with this style that he has, or he won't be here long. He's 32 and he needs to realize it. And there's been a few fighters, of course, Bernard Hopkins, Marco Antonio Barrera, the first two names that come to my mind when you talk about a fighter who switched from being an aggressive style to more of a boxer and was able to prolong his career because of it. That's what Vargas needs today. De La Hoya, I don't know where De La Hoya went wrong with Vargas, but Vargas should have been in a lot of bigger fights than what he's been in since he's come to this sport, since he's been a headliner for HBO. In the end of 2015, he had beaten Abner Cotto. He followed that up with Juan Manuel Lopez, and that was a huge fight. The Lopez-Vargas fight got a good viewing. Everyone was interested, and Vargas annihilated Lopez. I believe it was a third-round stoppage. Since then, he's fought in Willie Tomlinson, who was just a prospect, was nothing big. Takashi Mihara, who was a nobody at that fight. Now, look, Mura has done great since coming to HBO. He's given us two fights now that are barn burners. But he was a nobody when he first faced Vargas. All I'm saying is I don't know why De La Hoya put Vargas on the back burner, but at 32, I think the train is left. I don't see him going anywhere higher than where he was when he defeated Lopez that night, and it's sad because he's been here for too long to not get that main fight. I mean, you can put this on the Cold War, the promoters. Top Rank owns the top three in that division, or around this time who were. That was Roman Martinez, that's Lomachenko, and that's Nicholas Walters. Why those fights never happened for Vargas, who knows? But now I think it's all past him. Even if he was, seriously, if he got Lomachenko tomorrow, if he got that fight, Lee, do you have him going 5 rounds?
No. I don't.
No defense. Yeah, there's just no defense there anymore. So I don't know what happens with him. As far as Miguel Berchelt, 30 wins, 1 loss, 28 knockouts. He's only 28 years old. He looked fine. I wouldn't say put him in with the number 1 pound for pound guy right now in the division, which is Lomachenko, but I think anyone else is open grounds to this kid. Lee, he passed. He passed everything. They said, he hasn't been past 7 rounds. We got to see if he can do that.
Right.
He stopped him in the 11th.
But did you notice something? Like, clearly the guy that the telecast was pulling for was not Berchelt, even though he was winning the fight. This is the thing that's starting to bother me. I'm not digging the media on any level. I see it every day when it comes to the news, right? So there's like left news and right news. Now there's like boxing left news and right news. So if I'm watching HBO, the HBO guy is always going to get a tremendous push.
Yeah.
Showtime, obviously, there's a push for Leo Santa Cruz because that's the PBC.
What I was going to say, Lee, is I think Showtime's they have a lot more fighters where they're both PBC. We're in HBO.
Last night they weren't, and I'm telling you, Frampton got downplayed, but we'll get to that in a moment. In this fight, yeah, let's see if he can make it to 7. Oh, he's never gotten this far. Can he finish the fight? Vargas has got a chance. No, stop pulling for your guy. Okay, stop it. You're not getting another fight out of Vargas. The Vargas train is ended. I don't know if it's somebody in the headset pushing.
Well, he's Golden Boy's guy. Berchelt.
I get that. And Golden Boy paid for the HBO time and delivered a fight, and they did the whole 9. I understand how the system works.
I think they thought he was handpicked, Lee, and he wouldn't be able to carry the fight for 12. And he did. He did. He passed it. This guy hadn't fought anyone in this caliber of fighter what Vargas is. If I think like 2 fights ago, he was still fighting guys with over 16 losses or something like that. So, no, I think they thought he was handpicked.